Kadagaya, I'm Marolt, and welcome to week 3 of the PCL season 3. I am, of course, the coach for the Slovenia Slowbros, and this week we have another post commentary, and again on my second account. That's fine. We have here a team. You can't see this, but yeah, this is a post commentated battle because, well, the battle itself was actually quite long, and it was more than 60 turns. It came down to kind of a stall fest in the end, and I also don't think my commentary was as good as it could be, because there was, I was kind of thinking while I was playing, and there was a lot of silence. But anyway, yeah. This week 3, we were against the Bermuda Triangle Deoxys and the coach Harshel. So they have the team. Their team consists of Swampert, Buzzwole, Ferrothorn, Florges, Gudra, Pelipper, Sableye, Kabutops, Araquanid, Raichu, Alola, and Lantern. So, okay, here's the deal. Going into the game, I honestly didn't expect the Buzzwole because, well, a Hurricane just destroys it by the Mega Pidgeot. And also, I definitely saw the Lantern coming, which in the end it didn't. And that was kind of okay. It was okay, I guess. But yeah, anyway, the team it's a rain team. It's a rain team. He has a rain team going on. And well, this is what I brought. Okay, so first we had Charlie, the Jellicent, with Recover, Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, and Scald, holding the leftovers. Colberberry would probably be the better play, the better prep on my part, but it's still fine. It happened the way it did. So water absorbs, meaning that most of his attacking mons can't really touch me. The Araquanid can't touch me. The Swampert can EQ me, but that doesn't do too much. I wall the Buzzwole. I wall the. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, all the attacking force. I also wall the Ferrothorn, which might be kind of weird to some people because Ferrothorn is a grass type, but if I burn it and then proceed to taunt it, he cannot Leech Seed me, he cannot T-Wave me, he cannot set up rocks, he cannot do anything besides Power Whip, which to a physically defensive, well, Jellicent does less than a third after it's burned. So yeah, that was it. So Charlie, I expected Charlie to put in a lot of work, which in the end he did. Next we have Chica, the Sylveon, Hyper Voice, Wish, Baton Pass, and Heal Bell. Especially defensive because, well, all the other stuff, all the other Pokemon which are not checked by Charlie are checked by Sylveon. Basically, Florges, I can 1v1 it. No, I can't really, but no, not the Florges. But Pelipper, I take hits for days. Sableye can't do anything. Raichu and Lantern, also with the special attacks, they are not gonna do anything. I can Wish and then Baton Pass out or just pass the Wish. Next, moving on, we have here Garbaggio, the Garbodor, with holding Black Sludge, 244 in defense, Bold Nature, Impish, sorry, with 12 in speed. 12 in speed is just because I wanted to outspeed the Florges. If it came down to it, yeah, the Florges is 75 base speed as well, so that means I should outspeed it with 3 investments. The Toxic Spikes, Gunk Shot, Spikes, and Thunderbolt. So T-Bolt is for the Pelipper. It does a lot. Although I had a minus special attack nature. Gunk Shot for the Florges. This was my Florges switching every time, and I wanted to set up Toxic Spikes and Spikes, which you will see that I managed to do. Also, physically defensive could be a check to Buzzwole, to Ferrothorn, and yeah, basically to anything. Physically defensive, I feel like it was the way to go since we did have a specially defensive monster. Okay, next we have Marolt here, the Latios, with enough speed to outspeed timid Gudra, or yeah, Jolly, whatever Gudra he would want to go for. Calm Mind, Roost, Hidden Power, Fire, and Psyshock. See, this was the coverage which destroyed him. Hidden Power Fire is for the Ferrothorn, and well, Psyshock for everything else. I didn't really see the Sableye coming, so, and even if it did, there's not much he could do to me, except for like knockoff or something, but I would have switched out into my Sylveon if the Sableye would come. So yeah, the rest in HP, because I wanted to, if I set up a Calm Mind, I wanted, well, the Moonblast from Florges doesn't do anything anymore. Like it does a third, okay, and I can Roost then. So I opted to go for 252 in HP instead of maxing out the attack. So next we have here, Burgess' Modest Nature allows me to outspeed everything, well, the Alolan Raichu. With Hurricane, Sunny Day, Heat Wave, and U-Turn. U-Turn for the momentum, Sunny Day for, well, to get rid of the rain if that will be necessary. Hurricane and Heat Wave, just general moves which hit everything, the Ferrothorn, and everything dies basically. And finally we have again here physically defensive Reichenburg with Overcoat. Are you really Overcoat? Are you not sturdy? Were you not sturdy? Well, I guess it didn't matter in the end, but to spin the hazards away, Stealth Rock, Volt Switch, and Giga Drain with Bold Nature. So Giga Drain for the Swampert, Volt Switch for the well, what's it called? The Pelipper. Yeah, and that's it. That was basically the team going in. And now we can switch out. You saw that? We can switch out here to the actual battle. We can turn off the music, and so here. Okay, seeing well that he didn't bring the Lantern, that means a pretty free Hurricane off from my Burgess, right? And I decided to lead off with it because that was, well, I felt like that was a great move on my part. I can basically kill anything. If the Kabutops would have led, I would just switch out then into my Ferrothorn or the Jellicent or something, or even Garbaggio would be fine. So here I go for Hurricane. You know, I know that it's gonna 2-hit KO, and I go for it. I Hurricane. I confused the Swampert, which I guess it didn't matter. Bam! He Ice Punches and he critical hits me. First turn critical hit, and Burgess just goes down. I knew that I can take an Ice Punch, because Ice Punch did 89% maximum, okay? So the critical hit did matter. And Burgess just goes down. And I screamed in the chat here, you can see the champ knew that. So I just switch in my Charlie. I feel like that's the best switch for me. And I try to burn something, the Ferrothorn comes in. Okay, and here's where I didn't play it right. I should have just taunted here straight away, but I don't know why I didn't. Because it's, again, I do this shit. I prepare in like 1 week in advance, and then I forget about things, and I forgot that Jellicent is my Ferrothorn counter. So if I taunted straight away, well, something would happen, but I didn't expect him to switch out this. I don't understand this play, but anyway, I should have taunted still. I feel like that was the play I should have made, even though he switches out. So Pelipper, he switches it out, and I just go for T-Bolt. I knew that it's gonna do a lot of damage, and now that he sees that I outspeed him and that I can kill him, I presume that he's gonna want to switch out and save his rain. Okay. So I set up a Toxic Spike here, and Buzzwole. Seeing that the Buzzwole came, the only real, well, explanation would be that it is Scarfed, okay? So he goes for Leech Life here, okay, that does barely anything, and I'm pretty sure that he is in fact Scarfed, just because he switched out. There's nothing he can really touch me with, but if he wasn't Scarfed, that would be just weird. Again, taunt should have been the play to make. Here, I had my Jellicent out. Taunt should have been the play to make. I should have taunted every time. The Ferrothorn should have been taunted every time. But instead I switch into my Reichenburg, and, well, I set up my own rocks, which is kind of nice, and I kind of spin the hazards away and spin the Leech Seed away. I take Iron Barb. Cities wouldn't be necessary if I first taunted and then switched out into my Reichenburg. But, you know, in the moment I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and here I saw the Ferrothorn is becoming a problem, and I was kind of worried. I started playing some like aggressively, maybe. I mean, I got the aggressive moveset mindset, and here he goes for knockoff. Okay, spoiler, he goes for knockoff. I know I can take that, and I just throw off a skull. My leftovers are gone, and here, well, I feel like he's gonna want to switch out. I think I recover here. Yes, because he was life orb and I could win, and I need my jealous and healthy. So now I switch out, although, yeah, I switch out. This is fine because Garbaggio was my main switch-in for the Florges every time, and I set up a spike here because just to get the hazards going, and he again switches into Ferrothorn, but now he's not burned. Okay, so now if he had Power Whip, it would do like 60%, meaning that my Florges would not be a switch-in. But I rapid spin the hazards away straight away. He dies to poison, meaning the Garbaggio gets the kill. And here's what does he do here. Swampert, I don't see why he did that. He couldn't really touch me with anything. That was adamant. It did so much. And I Giga Drain, I kill it. Fortress gets the kill. And okay, so Ferrothorn comes out again. I Volt Switch out because I can't really touch him. Although he can't really touch me, he can Leech Seed. Okay, so here he Leech Seeds, and well, I taunt. I decide to, no, I Will-O-Wisp first, and see he sets up his rocks. And now I should have taunted before Will-O-Wisping, but I didn't know. I thought he was gonna go for Power Whip, but he didn't, I guess. So yeah, taunt. I now taunt, and I switch out here into what? Into Reichenburg, probably, to spin the rest of the hazards away. Yep. I wanted, he goes for EQ, I'm fine with that. I just want to spin away. And he switches into Ferrothorn, that's fine. I take a lot of Iron Bars, but I shouldn't, see, I didn't want to play aggressively. He was locked into EQ, and a safe switch would be into my Latios, right there. And because if he went Ferrothorn, I could have killed it with a fire, with Hidden Power Fire. And if he, well, stayed in and went for EQ, I would be immune to that. And that would be a safe play. I would not have to over-predict anything. But as it turns out, in the later game, I over-predicted hard, okay? So here I switch out again. I mean, a Volt Switch out, probably no. I just Giga Drain. I was kind of sacking my Reichenburg. I wanted to sack him and get the Frizz switch into the Latios, or into anything basically, yeah, into the Latios. And here I just decide to switch. He switches in. I'm pretty confident that he's scarfed. I switch out into my Reichenburg. I can take that. Rocky Helmet would be so much nicer here. And okay, stop the turn here. And again, he's Leech Life. He's locked into Leech Life, and he can't. There's no damage he does to me, right? And again, the fact that I didn't switch out the turn before made me play extremely aggressively, okay? And I was 100% sure that he is going to switch out the Buzzwole, which was, now thinking back at it, it was completely stupid. He dies to rocks when coming in, okay? And it was a dumb play. It was extremely dumb. And I should have Volt Switched if nothing else. But no, I make a hard double into my Latios, and it dies to Leech Life. Of course it dies to Leech Life. And this was, I almost threw the game away here. It was, why would you not Volt Switch? Yeah, the champ notices that, and I don't know. I can't really explain, well, my play there. But you know, I almost threw it away. The whole game I could have lost right there. I mean, the Sylveon would still kill it. It would not die to a Leech Life at +1. But you know, yeah, that was over aggressive, and it was not necessary because he dies to rocks. There was no need for him to switch out. If he did switch out, he would die upon entry. So that was annoying. And here is where the kind of a not entertaining part starts. I rapid spin away. I'm de-seated. He gyro balls. Excuse me. And here's the stall game comes into play. I just rapid spin. I sack the Fortress in case he would want to set up rocks. And yeah, here I'm thinking he revealed the 3 moves so far: Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball. And the fourth move was still not revealed. I taunt the Ferrothorn, and now the games begin. He switches out, I double taunt here, because, well, the switch was pretty obvious. I double taunt there, and here I think I should have just spammed taunt instead of switching out. But I guess that's fine. Or here I should have doubled, which I don't think I did. Or just hyper voice. No, I wished here, yep. And here I switch into my Charlie, and he goes for Hurricane. I take the wish back, and he reveals the Toxic, meaning that I could potentially lose this battle. Okay, but fortunately enough, I do have Heal Bell on my Sylveon. But now the Florges, see, I should have taunted here, okay? Again, first I didn't taunt, I should have taunted, he could not protect, he could not do anything. And he protects actually. I thought he was gonna pass into the Ferrothorn, but no, he didn't. So now Garbaggio, I know I can take this, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to switch out. I pull a double here, right? Is that so? No, I don't. Okay, so this was, I don't pull a double then. That's fine. I probably should have put up more spikes here. It would be easier to, well, wear down the everything. I go for Heal Bell, so basically I heal my Jellicent of Toxic, and this just kind of goes on and on and off, on and off. So Jellicent again, he goes for Gyro Ball. He also has only 8 Gyro Balls, which later comes into play. Taunt, he tries to Leech Seed me, yep, and here again I should have just spammed Taunt. I did, because he can't touch me with Gyro Ball. Still, I should have taunted again. I should be more persistent. Taunt again, but I didn't. I throw off a Scald, which again was a bad play on my part. Should have just taunted until he dies basically. So now he's gonna receive the wish back. He doesn't die to my Scald, and now I have to recover also, meaning that I have to be, I want to be healthy. Wait, no, now I pull a double, okay, because I know he's taunted and he's gonna want to switch out, so I pull a double back into my Charlie on his Ferrothorn, and here again I taunt. Okay, so I feel like this double is kind of important, and it brought me the victory in the end, because Gyro Ball, see, that doesn't do anything, but still, again, I feel like I should have, yeah, okay, I recover, which is nice, and here I should have just spammed taunt, but I decide to throw off a Scald, which kills the Florges anyway with poison. But a taunt should have still been better. But anyway, okay. And now the Florges is gone. He can't switch in and out. He only has 3 Gyro Balls left, or 2 maybe. And struggle time. Yeah, finally I recover here. There's nothing else for me to do, and that's a 3-0 victory in my part. So the Slovenia Slowbros are now 3-0 in the PCL, which is great, amazing, top of the division. Again, I need to taunt him because he can't. Well, he wouldn't struggle if I wouldn't taunt, and Scald Jellicent doesn't take it. Struggle, it dies to struggle, and that's GG. That's GG to Partial, and yeah, this game would have been won so much easily. If the Latios play was super stupid on my part, and also the first turn critical hit was annoying. I should have played around it. No, I had to play around it. That's what I'm trying to say. I had to play around it. Recording? Am I recording? I am recording. Okay, and well, yeah, that's basically it. The Latios play was super stupid, and I didn't feel like I made a bad play while playing, because I was aggressive and I predicted him to switch out, but watching back at it, it was stupid. It shouldn't happen. But we learned from our mistakes. I did manage to pull it off to get the victory, which honestly I could have lost this game very easily if I didn't have taunt. That would be GG. Also, if I didn't have Heal Bell on my Sylveon, that would be GG. And yeah, that's basically it. It was a tough match to win. and it lasted quite a while. But anyway, thanks for watching as always. Next week we are taking on the champ it's himself, Humble Haunter. Yeah, thanks for watching as always. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, if you are supporting the Slovenia Slowbros, and if you want us to get to playoffs and to win this season. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. How bad do you, on a scale from 1 to 10, why was the choke of the game 15? I mean, if that makes sense. Okay. And yeah, share it with your friends, that's always appreciated. And yeah, I'm out.